welcome back to Ash Wildcard. I'm here on Minecraft, and there's something I noticed a while ago, which I thought I'd use it to make my Christmas special. Merry Christmas to you all, and here we go. So if you go down to Additions, you can switch your version of Minecraft on here. Not to Java, but to something else some of you may recognize. Now this is available on... One second. Love the enthusiasm there, music. But I'd like to hear myself think. Okay. Okay, so this is available on, I'm pretty sure PS5, but I know it's definitely on PS4. So the mini games, they're all here. All of them are here. The old maps. I don't know why I'm playing offline, because I think it's that these are old servers. They won't let you play online anymore here. I was more wanting to focus on this world. So, this map I went to a lot when I was young, when I was probably about my brother's age, like 10 years ago. Let's see how it holds up. Jukebox, nice. Oh man, I forgot that's what it was like. Inventory and creative menu were different. Right. Where's the armor? I remember the armor was like elf. Yeah. Actually, ooh, skins. Let's see if they're festive skins. Let's go. Wow, none of them are available. My favorite skins. I was thinking... ooh. I think my friend had this pack because I remember playing as this skin a lot when... Ooh, this was one of my mains back then. Oh, the memories. But, what I'm looking for is... No, if it's in there. Fat Santa. Bad Santa. Oh. Got a naughty Santa. I'm gonna be the Christmas pudding. I was looking for a jester skin, but yeah, this works. Man. So I used to play this with my friend Riley back when I lived in Texas. Um, yeah, me and him would play all of the like different Minecraft worlds, like presets like this with the texture packs, and this was one of my favorites. That and the Halloween map. I'm guessing this is a painting. Man, they should have like left it open behind it. But yeah, he had. We would play this all the time, and I just loved it. Man, the factory was our favorite place to go. Oh, we loved it there. But I'm gonna tell you a Christmas story of my father's. Um, it's actually a pretty funny one. So he does the. Jeez. I'm gonna put you at like. No, I want it still on. Just don't want it like taking over everything. Alright, so um he had he does Santa gigs. This year he actually grew out his beard and dyed it white for the Santa gig. My favorite place in this world. So one not world. My one year he did his Santa gig, had a great time. He loves doing those gigs, loves seeing the happy children. Um, he he got I'm gonna wait until the story's done to go in there. He he went he was driving home and it was snowing a bit, and then all of a sudden two snowballs hit his windshield. Bam. Um, he there's like two kids laughing their butts off, and then he gets out, but he hadn't changed his clothes yet. He was still dressed as Santa. So these kids just see Santa get out of the car they just pelted with snowballs, and they like gasp and run inside. He goes to knock on the door, and he the mom answers, and he tells her like, "Hey, he's like using a Santa voice, like, "Hey, your kids, they threw snowballs at my car," and she's all like, "Oh no," and she like looks at the boys, and she's like, "Oh, you guys are gonna be on the naughty list," and they start like crying and apologizing, and then I think like he told that they were told to go get ready for bed or like go help their mom with around the house, something I don't remember, but they're all like, yes, yes, I'll do it, and they go inside, and the mom thanked him. But yeah, like be careful of who you throw snowballs at, especially around the holidays. But yeah, that's a story I always liked. He always tells it so much better. But yeah, haven't seen him in a while. I'm actually on January 2nd. I'm heading down there. Um, so I might like stream a bit on the 2nd before going, and then the rest I've been making these videos of my snake Tina. The heck? The Minecraft music was playing off of my computer, like modern Minecraft music. But yeah, some of them are outdated, so it is going to be like posted through timeline. Um, just know these are from a while ago. She's now in her new habitat. Um, she wasn't at the time of recording. I was, well, she was, but I was like getting it ready, getting the soil, stuff like that. Well, the coconut husk. And now she's all set and she's loving it. Alright. Now that that's over, time for the nostalgia. This was my favorite place in this world. Santa's workshop. Ooh. Oh, the memories. Me and Riley, such simple times. Oh. Would I change a thing from my past since then? Absolutely not. I've had a lot of horrible times. My life has sucked. Like, sometimes. Not like worst ever. Like, I've had a good life. But like everyone, I've had some bumps. But, thing is, I, I used to be all like, man, I wish I could go back to this year. I wish I could go back. And, like, sometimes I'm like, hey, I wish I could change something. But even if I went back just to relive it, what if I did change something? I mean, what if I decided not to move to Utah, and had stayed in Texas to be with my best friend Jack and stay with Riley and play games like this? Um, then I would have never met my best friend Gambit, which I can't imagine life without him. He's an amazing friend. And then, imagine if I, um, there are many moments where I wanted to go back, but then I realized that if I did, if I had changed something, I wouldn't have met certain people or had certain experiences that helped me grow. Yeah. My I just remembered another Christmas story. Well, not really Christmas. It was like around the time of Christmas. I think like Christmas. It was like a couple days till Christmas, or maybe it was a couple days after Christmas. Um. Anyways, the it was the first time I actually met my brother Miles. Now that sounds weird. Like he was quite older than me. Oh, like how is that your first time meeting him? Well, he's my stepbrother. At the time, um, our parents were just dating. I never met her or Miles at the time. They came over like a few days after my birthday. So yeah, it would have been before Christmas, because my birthday is always exactly a week before Christmas. I'm gonna go see if there's more out here. But, oh yeah, there is. Ooh, rail carts. So, I'm gonna write on this as I tell the story. What's the button do? Oh, that's cool. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, let's get a rail cart. Lytra, saddle, oak boat. Minecart with a hopper. Minecart. There we go. Let's see. Okay, I see. I see. So, I'm gonna turn down that volume a bit. So so they came over, and the part my sister always tells is that at first she didn't like Miles. Reason being is that Miles and Josh is my older brother. Um, he's my half brother. He, they both came over and they changed Savannah's show from Savannah's my little sister, my only biological sibling. They changed they turned off her My Little Pony. How could they? This was when she was like, um, probably like 8 or 7. Eh, Um, and she was upset with that. This was probably when I was like 10. Yeah, I think I just turned 10. And then, they had turned it off and switched on Friends, I think, which, oh, she hates Friends. Sorry to you Friends fans out there. But, she then, so they watched Friends, hung out. I played Minecraft on the server Mineplex. Oh, I loved that server. I still do, but it's dead now. Like, no one's on there. I can't even get a game going. Only games that are really going are like the games that I'm not too. Actually, no, there's not even any games going on anymore. My favorite game on there is Bridges. But, anyways, they had then. They made a fort. And, my my brothers, um, Josh and Miles were all, well, I'm all like, hey, can I sleep in the fort too? And Miles, he doesn't know what to do. And then Josh is like, watch this. And he pulled a trick that he did all the time, which is he'd go up to you and they'd say, hey, you have to be this old to be in the fort. And he'd always go the age above us, like a year older than me, because I was the older one. Smart tactic. Gotta hand it to him. Um, However, he forgot that I just had my birthday and said, you have to be 10 and up to be in here. And then, I'm all like, but I am 10. He's all like, no, you're 9. And I said, no, I just had my birthday. He's like, no, you didn't. And I could see it in his eyes. He's all like, oh crap, no. Um, he then he was all like, oh, then, and then my dad comes. He's like from the other room. Is all like, he is 10. He just turned 10. And then he's like, then 11. And then my dad's all like, no, you said 10. You need to let him now. So I got to be in the fort with them. We watched one of the Transformers movies. I remember nothing from it except that there was this scene where they're talking, like the people were trying to like make, I think, replacement Transformers, and only scene I remember is there's like this presentation talking about the replacement for Bumblebee, and Bumblebee gets all mad and smashes the car. And then I fell asleep, and that's how I met my brother Miles. Um, Man, he's a great guy. He always knows how to crack me up. He's very sarcastic, but in like a hilarious way. You know what I mean? Alright. I have gone fully around. I'm gonna go explore these. Ooh, the sun is a snowflake. That's cool. Ooh, it's hollow. Wait, does that mean? Ooh, creative boy. You're gonna try going in it normally. Gonna try and forget I saw that. Yeah, I give up. I'm flying. Well, I never actually explored these. The Um, I some instruments I've played in my life. Um, the the piano, the trombone, the clarinet, and percussion, like the snare drum, bass drum, stuff like that. This is pretty. I noticed it earlier while I was talking. I just didn't mention it because I was in the middle of a story. But this is beautiful. Someone made all of this. Probably a group of people, like a team. But it's just amazing at what they've done. But I will tell you each of the stories about those. Um, so the piano I played for a bit. Um, my mom only got lessons for my sister because that's all she could afford. So she didn't get lessons for me. But we had a piano, and my mom's like, okay, Savannah, you teach him. My sister didn't know how to teach, did hardly even knew how to play. She's like, okay, now hit C. I'd hit C. She's like, no, you hit C. See this one, and she'd do it the exact same way I was. It was ridiculous. She was an awful teacher. I'm sure she'd be a better one now. Now that we're much older, but oh boy, that made me quit piano. I then went to intermediate school. Um, Man, I forgot what the school's called. It was my final year of living in Texas. Um, it was actually that year that made me decide, like, hey, I'm gonna try a year out in Utah. And then I just liked it too much in Utah. 'Cause, main reason was I got bullied in Texas. In Utah, they didn't bully me. They treated me like an equal. And the reason why I got bullied in Texas is because I was a little slow. I said a bunch of dumb stuff. So I was a laughing stock. But so there we were going into extracurriculars, and then it's all like, okay, and then I decided to do band and well, like instrument playing. Um, I wanted to play the clarinet. But I didn't know what a clarinet was. I didn't know the different classes. Ooh, I didn't know the different classes of instruments. So they're all like, okay, woodwind here, and like so on, like all the different stuff. And I chose the like horns. Um, I go in. There's the select. He's all like, "How much do you know about instruments?" And is like interrogating me like it was for beginner level class. Um, that teacher was not really that nice. But also remember this is beginner level class. Um, he then the I wanted to play clarinet, but I didn't know what it was. And then he's like, okay, wait. And then I'm like, he's asking about like my mouth type, and he's like fitting one of the like what you blow into. I forgot what it's called on my mouth to see if it would what size fits best. It was like having me blow into it. Um, he then was all like, I think that the trombone or the baritone would be best for you. And I look over. He's like, which one do you want, the trombone or the baritone? I know nothing about instruments. And I'm all like, and thing is, if if I got something wrong, I wouldn't correct myself. I would just go with it. Back then, I got, I saw he pointed at them. They were like right next to each other. I pointed at the baritone. He's all like, oh, so you want the He's all like, so you want the trombone? Is that what you're pointing at? And I'm like, yes, totally know what you're talking about. Um, he then, um, I then got my trombone after a bit. I think my parents got it for me at like some store. I don't know. And then got my own trombone, and then as soon as it came in, like when I got the certificate saying like, okay, you're in the trombone part, I went to my friend and was like, look what I got, and he's like, cool. He didn't care. um, the he then well then I got it. It came in. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I open it. I'm like, crap. It was the other one. But I never corrected it. Reason why I wanted the baritone is because I was like, my little arms can't reach that far. They could actually, because I got pretty long arms. But that teacher was pretty cruel. I was a bit slower than the rest, so I sounded pretty bad. I didn't understand the instrument fully, and I was practicing so much. And then one day he stopped the entire class just to ridicule me and ask, "Why are you even here?" Um, broke my heart. Um, I was then filled with embarrassment. He did it in front of the entire class. And he then, I think he realized how much it hurt my feelings and came over to try and apologize. I I was trying to ignore him. I was trying to act tough, but also I was trying to hide my tears. Um, so I'm like quickly packing my instrument, and then I stand up quick to leave. As he's like trying to talk to me, he's like, "Hey, are you listening?" As he's trying to apologize. And as I stand up quick, his face was a bit too close. Bam! Trombone case, hard side, like big side, hits him in the eye. I, I felt so bad. I didn't know what to say, and I just ran because I was gonna be late to my bus. Um, I apologized so much that year, and like I saw him later in the year, and I'm like, "How's your eye?" And this was like months later, and he's like, "It still hurts." Like it was healing, but it still hurt. Um, I mean, like, don't get that close to a kid if they're like being very emotional like that, I guess. But still my fault. But yeah, I felt so bad. See what down here is like. No, I didn't want to break that. Ooh. But I like how the iron gets like a little present, and then it's the wishing bone. Um, they did it for gold too. Wait, dang, they didn't do it for emerald. I'm guessing they didn't do it for diamond. What's the lettuce? Rotten flesh is lettuce. Yeah, I'm not eating that lettuce. But quite a few years later, I'm gonna see. Ooh, brick and nether brick. Oh man, I thought that was a diamond. Um, blaze rod, lapis. Where's the? Ooh, that actually looks pretty nice. I then was. This was when I was living in Utah. This was my um seventh grade. Um, they had. That's not what I was wanting to grab. I was wanting to get a trident candy cane. Tridents weren't here back then when I played this world, so I just wanted to see what they looked like. Cool. But that's not part of the nostalgia. But Moon looks pretty nice. Um he I then joined band again, but I wanted to be a drummer. Like I really wanted to be a drummer. And then he's like, "Do you have 2 years of experience with an instrument?" I'm like, "I have a year of experience with the trombone." I quit that because my self-esteem got destroyed. Yeah, I quit shortly after. Um, I then um, so year of that. I finished the year out with playing it, but um, I didn't continue it after that. I'm all like, okay, I wanna be. Yeah, he's all like, so I had a year of experience with that, and then I also had like a couple months. Well, no, probably like yeah, a couple months of piano. Uh, well, that's how it felt. Probably was more like a couple weeks. Um, he then was like, okay, yeah, that won't work. Even if you had like a year experience of the piano thing, it needs to be like consistent of the same instrument. Plus, it was my sister who taught me. It wasn't like actually anyone good. But she's probably good at it now. She hasn't played a piano in a long time. Actually, probably not that good because she hasn't played it in a long time. But I'm sure she would get the hang of it. But she was pretty good near the end of when she stopped playing. She used that like heavily promoted piano app, and I even used it for a bit. Um, so he's like, okay, you need to have 2 years of in a row of an instrument in order to play percussion. Because apparently it was the most complicated one, which, oh my god, it was. Um, I then played percussion. He's all like, alright, what instrument do you want? And then I see the clarinet, and I remember that that's the instrument I wanted to play originally. I'm like, that's what I want. And I told him the story about how that's what I originally wanted. He was like, okay, clarinet it is. Took me a while to actually get the name, because some of it's slow with names. Um, he then gave me the. We then went and bought my own clarinet. I think my sister has it now. My older sister, Cassidy. She's my half sister. She. So I played for 2 years of that. The first year, I made friends with a group. Oh man, I miss that group. It was Carson and Taryn were twins, and there were Connor and Gavin. Um, I was more friends with Taryn. Oh, I miss how Taryn was back then. He just kind of like hung out with the wrong group and drifted off from our friend group over the year. Um, by next year, the entire group was gone. Gavin and Connor moved away. Taryn was no longer part of the group, so it was just me and Connor left. But me and Taryn would talk all the time. We were both clarinet players, and the teacher would shout to Aaron and then throw markers at us whenever we would talk over him. Um, but that was a great year. I got a crush on a girl. By the end of the year, um, we were at Lagoon, and I was on Rattlesnake Rapids. her friends called out that she thinks I'm cute. And I'm like, holy crap, I have a chance with her. I then shout back, I heard that. Probably shouldn't have. Um, Next year, I couldn't find her anywhere. It was like she was avoiding me in the halls. And um, she didn't show up to the last day of school either. And then later I heard that she moved to a different school. Of what I was told, it was out of embarrassment of something. So I think that she either moved because of me, embarrassed by what her friends did, or she moved because of one of my old friends who was a troublemaker, who had a huge crush on her. But thing is, he wasn't really the best kid. He was the wrong friend group kind of friend that I made. Luckily, I noticed that soon enough. But he really liked her, but she didn't like him back because of how he was. But so he had, so she left. But even the next year, like nothing felt the same. Like the band teacher left. Um, he moved on to a different school, and so we got a new band teacher. She was all right. Um, and then I had done my 2 years, and in Spanish Fork, they do this thing where the freshmen of high school, so ninth grade, actually stay in junior high. Reason being is to help prevent bullying of freshmen. So, what the hell is that? We found Santa. Yo, Santa. Wait, who's the real Santa? You're bigger. It's you. Um, so he. Imagine that's how they like do like Santa contest. They look for the beefiest guy. Um, but they. So the um I like signed up for the beginners class because I'm all like, all right, going into percussion. Wait, no, yeah, going to percussion finally. And then I get my class schedule for the next year because we got like near the end of the school year for next year's schedule. Um, and I got put into what was supposed to be the next level that I was going into. And I'm like, excuse me. I then go to the front desk, and they're all like, you gotta go talk with the band teacher. She wouldn't let you go into the beginners. I'm like, huh? I go to her. I'm all like, excuse me, what's going on? She's like, oh, I noticed that you put beginners, but you're not a beginner. And I said, yes, because I'm trying to go to the um the next class, because that's I'm trying to become percussion. She's like, no, I need woodwind players. I don't need any more percussion players. I said, excuse me? She didn't know of the deal. And so I told her about the deal, and she's like, well, too bad. I need percussion players. Like, she's like, I desperately need percussion players. And I told her that the entire reason why I was in percussion, wait, no, she needed woodwind players. The entire reason that I was in woodwind, why I had joined, was to be in percussion. And if she was gonna, it's either I go into percussion or I don't join band at all. She gave in, and fixed it, and then I went into percussion. Oh boy, there was a student there I really liked. Like, he was pretty nice. There was one who was just like this big snob. Oh my gosh, that kid was annoying. They kept making like these annoying like jokes. I think that's around the first time when I noticed how annoying seventh graders can be. Because like all of them were seventh graders. I was the oldest one there, which meant I got to make a joke. Thing is, things had changed drastically since I had been there. Namely, the teacher was different. So I would tell stories of the original band teacher to the other players with back in my day. Like when they would complain about like, oh, she's too strict, I'd say, back in my day, if we talked around the same time as the teacher, we'd get a marker thrown at us, and just like go on this whole bit, and the entire class loved it. Um, but yeah, that was a good year. Um, then near the end of the year, um, little thing happened, like around March. COVID-19 got quarantined. I actually didn't mind the quarantine too much. My, but yeah, I would practice while I was off, but then we were about to go back to school, and thing is, the lowest band class they had was like the next level after the classes in because I was now going into the high school. Lowest band class they had was like what my next step would have been if I hadn't left Woodwind. So I was gonna be like forced to move up, and I didn't feel ready. So I quit that. So right now I'm not playing any instruments. But well, obviously I'm not taking classes on it anymore. I'm graduated. But yeah, that's the little history of my band life. Yeah. My best friend, man, he's great with instruments. I was never as good as him. You can actually hear him. If you go into my subscriptions, that's how I kind of like mark channels that I'm associated with or that like are close to me. Or you could just look him up. Sketches with Gambit. He writes the most beautiful songs, and most of them actually come to him in dreams. Like he has a dream, and he just like wakes up immediately and starts playing while they're recording before it goes away. And in some of them, you can hear the part where it starts to get a little repetitive, which is where it's kind of like fading in his mind. But yeah, he he was a good guy. But yeah, I've kind of explored all of it. That was just mainly like ranting. I'm now gonna go explore different parts of this game. Um, let's start a tutorial. Let's see what the tutorial was like. I remember this tutorial me not liking so much, but I think I just kind of like I like went to creative immediately and like flew out, but so I actually didn't play this tutorial. Exit. Okay. Preparing to save level, yep. Continue playing offline. Tutorial. Creative. I'm not here to play the actual tutorial. I know how to play the game. I'm here to see the tutorial world. My favorite tutorial world was the one where they put Stampy's world in there. He's what introduced, well, my friend introduced me to Stampy, which Oh, man, that was supposed to be timed. Here, crap. Alright, let me wait for that. Alright. Um, so, here, let me see this. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. I haven't seen all this. Huh. Okay. Alright. Actually looks pretty good. It is the aquatic update, so I understand why it's like all aquatic themed. Oh, I take it back. This is cool. But not on it being not the best one. Um but yeah, my friend James, he introduced me to Minecraft. I had like seen it occasionally, like I watched a kid play it at the bus stop. Um but I didn't really understand it. Right, this. Man, I wish I played this tutorial because I actually just found out what this is. Oh crap, where is it? Oh no. Here it is. Yeah, I didn't know about this until like this year, which is kind of embarrassing. I had no idea what this did. But it's amazing. Uh, um, how he introduced me to Minecraft was he showed me Stampy. Um, Amazing YouTuber. Huge part of my childhood. Um, I remember my sister used to complain about how much I watched him and said his videos were too long, which, I mean, like, it didn't really affect her. I don't know why she was complaining. I was just enjoying watching videos. But, he is teaching me how to mend. Mend my elytra. But, oh, I forgot that in Bedrock, at least this version, you can like when in creative do this, like kind of like glide up a bit. I don't know if you can do it in modern Bedrock, but I remember doing this back a while ago. Man, I suck at this. But yeah, Stampy and Dan TDM were a big part of my childhood. But yeah, that tutorial, I was like hanging out with my friend Riley actually. Um, and we were playing on the tutorial world. Talking about Herobrine, and I was wandering around the world, and then I see an island in the distance, and I start recognizing structures, and I'm like, holy crap, it's Stampy's Island. I wish I still had access to that world. That was amazing. I love it. Yeah. I'm gonna take you all back quite a bit with that other tutorial world. Look. So thing is, my my game didn't actually update right away. Like, oh man, it was like on a very old version. So, as it was updating, it let me play And so I was able to get this masterpiece. So sadly, it's not on the same update, so like textures and stuff are a bit updated, but it is from my first ever tutorial world. Same world, not like actual like oh this is the actual world of my first ever tutorial. No, I mean more like same tutorial kind of, not same world. I don't know. You know what I mean, hopefully. Um, hey Tina. Uh, you're just staring me down. You look cozy. Not really. Yeah, whenever I'm around, she likes to poke her head out and just kind of watch me. She doesn't do it with anyone else. I heard that she recognizes my scent as her trainer. Um, right, I'm like kind of in the middle of nowhere. Crap, I can't edit my um, game mode. I forgot to turn on cheats. Silly me. Oh, I think I know where I am now. What's this? Huh. This is pretty cool. But let's go find what everyone's wanting to see. Take it all in. I'm lucky to have this world. And if your Minecraft updated and you're like, oh no, all my old worlds, my old tutorials, you can go back. Just go to additions. And you can go back and play all your old worlds. Is this the update that introduced the snow golem and the iron golem? I think the update that I first played on was like the introduction of the end. Let's see. Let's put some pumpkins on their heads. I was gonna jump, but then I'm like, oh, the stairs. Let's do it. Let's do it how it should be. Ooh. Okay, so this definitely isn't the one that I started out with, but it's still a good one. Oh. Oh. It's actually kind of a cool layout. Oh. Ah, I'm backwards. What? What blocks my path? Yeah, let's see. Oh, it's just showing. Is this is this the update that introduced minecarts? Huh. Oh, by the way, at the bottom, let me get a block to help you see it. Is the sand block. Look at the hotbar. It is just a transparent sand block. That's what it is and always has been. Well, probably not always, but for a while. That's what it is a transparent sand block. Jeez, just... Alright. Ender chests. And the city. The city was a part that I really liked. I think the house that I kept going for was this one. No. No. Yep, I've built on this world. I was actually showing someone, I was testing to see if they're part of this update. And yes, wither, no. I'm gonna keep that there because that kind of is just like showing, because obviously it's here now. Don't do that, kids. Don't jump past the middle bars. Alright, there we go. Yeah. Great memories. But on to my favorite part. The boat. Oh, I loved this as a kid. I loved just going on the boat. And just being on the boat. I try and make a house out of it sometimes. Like, I think sometimes I'd like break into here, try hollowing it out. Never went well. I think I tried going under here. Oh shit. No. No. I was trying to like make an example. But then I just remembered like this. Alright, there we go. There we go. Can't be doing stuff like that. 'Cause this world is irreplaceable. Can't just boot up another one. How did you even get a ladder? That should have been obvious. But yeah. Minecraft was a huge part of my childhood. And it pained me when it died. And the thing is, I never really actually left. Well, actually, no. I did leave for like a year or two when life got busy. Oh, that is so cool. Oh, oh, oh. I'm gonna copy this world if I can and use this as a base. Or maybe try out that method sometime in my own world. That's cool. That is freaking awesome. That's a cool entrance to a base. You gotta be careful, especially if it's in survival. But seems like I've got the hang of it pretty well. But it's not until you have all your valuables on you that you actually try it. Yeah. I miss this. New Minecraft is really good. I really like new Minecraft, but there's just something about this version. I am a sucker for nostalgia. Originally I wanted to rewind time and relive in those days. Now I realize I don't want to do that. I want to experience it again of what I did when I was little, of what I enjoyed, but in modern days. Not olden days, like not actually go back, but go and see how it's aged. Like, apparently my hometown in Texas, Spring, Texas, has changed a lot. Which hurt a little when I heard it. But, like, that's good. But I want to go see it again. That if I could pick anywhere to go on vacation, anywhere in the world, most people would be like Hawaii, Disneyland. And man, I do want to go to Disneyland, but again, that was fun. I've only been there once, but I appreciated it. It was amazing. I might be going again this upcoming summer. My friend Vaughn's invited me, and he said that he'll pay if I'm struggling at the time with money. Like, if I can pay for myself, I'm gonna, because that's a bit of a dick move. Oops, swore on the nostalgia stream. Ooh, portal room. See what the nether looked like. Now, new nether does look a lot better, but it's nice to go see it. Uh, shaped like the old nether. Forgot the textures were updated. I guess this is an older nether, but also like not as nostalgic, which does hurt a bit. The netherrack does look better, but also like, oh, just thinking about the old netherrack sends a chill down my spine. Yeah. Alright. Well, I think that's going to be all for this Christmas special. I hope you guys enjoyed it, like I did. But yeah, I am a sucker for nostalgia. My number one wish is to go back to Spring, Texas, not to live. Oh boy, no. But to I want to go back just for like a bit, revisit some old places. I hope that my old favorite restaurant is still there, Mario's. I love that place. My mom used to take us there all the time, and we would get the enchilada verde. Up until recently, I would always get the chicken enchilada verde at Mexican restaurants to relive that. It wasn't until recently that I changed it up a bit. It is still enchiladas that I get. I always get enchiladas. But I realized I prefer the steak. But yeah. Alright, well, that's going to be all for today. You guys have a good one. I hope you enjoyed this special. Bye.